Hi guys, it's Jen here. I'm getting ready to make bacon and potato soup. This is a fantastic soup for a cold fall or winter day with some homemade bread. And this recipe is not too overly unhealthy. Normally when you think of bacon and potato soup, you think of something very heavy and fattening. This is a little bit lighter, but you would never be able to tell. It has a lot of yummy ingredients. You can make it even lighter by using fat-free chicken broth and fat-free half and half. I'm just going to use regular and it still will be pretty healthy. So I will show you how I make it. I have my slow cooker sprayed with olive oil spray, of course. Be sure to spray your slow cooker so that nothing will stick. I have 2 medium potatoes that I cut into about 1-inch pieces. You don't want them too big, just so that they can get nice and tender. I have a large carrot that I chopped into smaller pieces so that the carrot will get nice and tender also. I had a really large leek, so just use the white part. You don't need quite this much, but I love the flavor of leek in soup, so I have that chopped. I have 3 cloves of minced garlic. I have 6 ounces of Canadian bacon that I cut in kind of large pieces. You can do the pieces a little bit smaller if you like. My boys love when they get big pieces of bacon or Canadian bacon or whatever, so I left mine kind of large. You'll need a quart of chicken broth, or 4 cups if you are using a can. You'll need some fresh ground pepper, some thyme, some dried parsley, a bay leaf, and also some salt. I added all of my vegetables, my Canadian bacon, and my chicken broth to my slow cooker, and now I'm going to add the seasoning. So you're going to add some fresh ground pepper just to taste, and once the soup is done cooking, you can always adjust the seasonings, which I usually do. So probably, a 1/4 teaspoon or so of fresh ground pepper. And then I use about a 1/2 teaspoon of thyme. And I sometimes add more thyme when it's done cooking. And then about a 1/2 teaspoon to a teaspoon of dried parsley. And then about a teaspoon of salt. And then my bay leaf. Okay, my soup is all seasoned and I'm going to cook it on low for 4 to 6 hours. I will probably cook mine for about 5 hours, and once it's done I'll show you what it looks like, and that is when you're going to add 1 cup of half and half. My soup has been cooking for 5 hours and it smells amazing in my kitchen. This is so good. Can you tell I'm ready for dinner? So after the 5 hours, you're just going to want to make sure that your potatoes are nice and tender and your carrots are nice and tender, and then give it a taste and make sure that the seasoning is the way that you want it. You can add a little more salt and pepper, or a little more parsley or thyme or whatever, and then you're going to stir in 1 cup of half and half, and you can definitely use fat-free if you want to make it a little bit healthier. And you're just going to stir that in and put the lid back on and cook it for another 10 minutes or so. Okay, this is the finished product. Really yummy, creamy bacon and potato soup. So I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Let me know if you have any questions at all in the comments below. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks so much for watching.